The release of Modern Warfare 2 is only a few days away now, with campaign early access being out right now and playable for those that have pre-ordered the digital version of the game. There is still so much more to experience with this game upon release, with new features being very, very excitable. Today I wanted to spend a little bit of time detailing everything you guys need to know around the release of Modern Warfare 2 on Friday this week, what you can expect when booting up the game for the first time, preload times, install dates, etc. If you've played the Modern Warfare 2 campaign, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below on it, and ultimately, if you're excited for Modern Warfare 2 launch on Friday. Leave a like on the video if you did enjoy, everyone. Subscribe if you guys are brand new, and check the timestamps down below to skip to whichever part of the video that you want to, and let's dive in. Okay, so let's fly through the preloads really quick. For those that have pre-ordered the digital copies of the game, they can play the campaign right now on all platforms. Doesn't matter what you're on, there's no exclusivity for this. However, you will need to wait until the 27th to be able to play the full game. Although, the New Zealand location change on PlayStation and Xbox will let you play quite a few hours earlier. You can also preload the entirety of the game from Spec Ops multiplayer campaign and even Warzone 2 on consoles right now, with that preload coming around the 26th for PC players to prevent any data miners from doing their work. However, PC players, unfortunately, you're going to have to wait a little bit longer. Unfortunately, PC doesn't follow the traditional region-based rollouts and will in fact be at a later time, which I'll leave on screen right now. For example, consoles in the UK get it at midnight on the 28th, but PC get it at 5 AM on the 28th. This also applies for different regions as well, so just pause the video now, check where you are, and then if you're on PC, and then see what time it will roll out for you. Annoying, but it is what it is. However, if you do have it on console, then you can set your location to New Zealand to play it a couple of hours earlier come Thursday night. Unfortunately though, that doesn't work on PC. However, if you do have a physical copy of the game or know someone that can get you one, as I've seen loads floating around the internet, the servers usually go live a couple of days early in order to stress test and gradually introduce players to those servers so there's no massive and major issues. So if you have a physical copy, it's a massive win for you. Now, moving on to some of the rewards, what will you get when booting up the game straight away? Well, if you've played the beta, and depending on what rank you reached within the beta, you'll get a few of these rewards on screen. I personally got level 30, so I've unlocked everything on here, but if you just reached level 15, for example, you'd unlocked the left-hand side, and the right-hand side will remain locked, unfortunately, for yourselves. But it'll be a nice few starter blueprints when jumping into the game, and yeah, it's always nice to have free stuff. For finishing the campaign itself, early access, or just generally when the game releases, you'll also get a set of rewards too, no matter what difficulty that is. 4 new operators, a weapon blueprint, an emblem, and a set of double weapon XP and double XP. This is around an hour of both, I believe, and a calling card to use in game. If you're one of those to buy the Vault Edition though, there are more goodies on your way as well. You get the Red Team Operator Bundle on Ghost, Price, Farah and Soap, along with the FJX Cinder Weapon Vault, which has all of the attachments and platforms already unlocked for the M4, with each attachment following the exact same red art style, which looks really nice. This means you can jump straight into unlocking those camouflage challenges rather than having to grind the weapon to level 50 or whatever it might be, and even tuning attachments, which is something you can do upon reaching max rank of the weapon. I'm interested to see how tuning works and what sort of tuning we can do on this, but that's also a nice touch and an incentive to buy this version. You also get 50 tier skips when Season 1 starts for Call of Duty as well, around November the 16th, I believe, so that's also one thing. So it won't show up directly when you boot the game up, you will have to wait until Season 1 before you do get those tier skips. And finally, if you wanted to earn a few additional rewards between the 28th of October and November the 6th, you can watch selected creators to earn Twitch drops. Watching up to an hour will gain all of the rewards from that, and I believe the final reward for watching up to an hour is a Sniper Blueprint. But of course, make sure you guys have linked your Twitch accounts with your Activision account, just so you can jump on the game and your rewards will be directly there, because if it's not linked, you won't get your rewards and you would have wasted an hour of your time. Now, moving on to multiplayer and what you should expect when the game launches. There are approximately 50 to 55 weapons overall in Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer, with around 30 weapon platforms. We've seen a lot of leaked gameplay of recent people who have the game early or have got into the game, and this shows proof that we have a lot of weapons in there, so a very long camo grind this year around. There will be 10 6v6 multiplayer modes, however, Kill Confirmed isn't there, which is a bit of a bummer, but all of these will be on screen right now for you to have a look at. Following this, also, Ground War and Invasion will be there for those seeking modes with higher player counts also. Next, we have 11 core 6v6 maps at launch. 4 we played in the beta, and the list will be on screen right now for you to have a look. Hopefully, they play well and are not stale and repetitive like a lot of previous Call of Duty titles. We have some really interesting ones here as well, especially the addition of that raceway track that we've seen teased a long time ago. I think there were some legal implications with the naming Grand Prix on that one, so I think they've had to change it to something else. But that is back and it looks really sick, so I'm looking forward to giving that one a bit of a go as well. Along with this, 5 ground war and invasion maps are coming as well. All I can presume are locations from the Warzone 2 map, and all of them support up to 64 players. Hardcore is of course in Modern Warfare 2, however the naming of it has now been changed to Tier 1. Your guess is as good as mine as to why they've changed this name, but Hardcore is there, it's just now called Tier 1. Now onto a bit of gameplay info going into how some of the perk systems and things work. So, the perk systems in Modern Warfare 2 have of course changed for those that have played the beta, and you'll understand that it works very differently now. You pick your 2 base perks, and then you obviously pick your bonus perk and your ultimate perk. So you have your base perks when you go into the game, and your bonus and ultimate perks are earned through basically a time-based earning system when going into the game. So say for example you earn the ultimate perk within 5 minutes of being in that game. Essentially that's how it works. So these are all of the base, bonus and ultimate perk categories and what will be in what category. So starting off with base, we've got overkill, double time, battle hardened, scavenger, bomb squad, tracker, strong arm and extra tactical. Bonus, we've got spotter, cold-blooded, resupply, fast hands, hardline and focus. And ultimate perk, we have high alert, ghost, quick fix, overclock, survivor, bird's eye. So it is kind of a good thing, I suppose. It just means that you can't abuse the likes of cold-blooded and ghost as soon as you load in. You will need to earn them as the game progresses, so you won't get any of this camping at the beginning of the game anymore, because you'll be able to see everyone everywhere, hear everything everywhere and stuff like that, I suppose. So it's a bonus. I'm not a massive fan of it, but we'll have to see how it goes in the new version. And these are subject to change as well, so Infinity Ward did mention they can change categories or they can move slots here and there after launch too, depending on player feedback. Then on to Spec Ops. We only have a little bit of information around Spec Ops right now leading up to the launch of the game, but what we do have sounds pretty cool. So there'll be 3 main missions at launch, each following on from the events of the campaign and following a similar story. Future Spec Ops missions will be added with the addition of new seasons, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they have to offer as well. Now finally moving on to Warzone and DMZ. These are all of the modes that will be free on November the 16th when we do get Season 1, and that's when we'll get the 50 tier skip if you've got the Vault Edition 2. So we of course have the new Battle Pass system, which apparently works slightly different in this game. Warzone 2 with the addition of Al Mazrah, which is free to everyone. Fan favourite maps also return alongside Warzone for multiplayer, a new Special Ops mission, 2 new weapons as well, and then for Season 1 Reloaded, which happens on December the 14th, another fan favourite map returns, and something called Raids. What Raids is, I'm not 100% sure, whether it's something within Spec Ops or within Warzone, we'll have to wait and see there. But with DMZ launching alongside Warzone 2, we're still waiting for some DMZ gameplay or DMZ details. I think Infinity Ward are keeping it under the wraps until potentially Season 1 is close, so we will have to wait and see there. But that's all for today, guys. That is everything you guys need to know going into the launch of Modern Warfare 2. If you did enjoy the video and learn something new, leave a like on today's video. Subscribe if you guys are brand new. We're going to have so much content coming from Modern Warfare 2 on this channel, so make sure you guys are prepared and sticking around for that. But without further ado, everyone, we'll see you all in the next one.